The child has been put back into bed. I have a fresh beer. We have the Stanley Parable. And that looks really bizarre. So. Doesn't sound much like my office. You know what? We're just going to begin the game. Screw it. Is the sound okay? Nah, I'm just going to assume it is. And excuse the bad voice, I have a cold. The end is never the end, is never the end, is loading. Oh crap, I'm covering up the loading thing. Oh well. You're not missing much, just a loading bar.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, so happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, so far the narration looks interesting. Or sounds interesting, I should say. Right, standard. I press buttons. I can crouch. I can crouch. Can I jump? No, I can't jump. So WASD, control for crouching, mouse for looking around. Borg standard. Time is... That's not the time at all. Super weird lighting of the source engine issue. Do I get to zoom? No. Okay. Right. Let's do it. Move my second mouse out of the way. Be handy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah,
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Because they're all dead. Play the whole game without a mouse.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Why would we want to advance the story if we want to do exploration? Let me photocopy my butt cheeks. Please. Right. No doors are working. Documents on the floor. Okay. General questions about bucket filling. Oh, it's the little things. That doesn't open either. They're all dead, Dave. Everybody's dead, Dave. More computers to turn off. I wonder whether AGDQ is going to have a speedrun of this game. Feels like Portal all over again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Why does this person have a nice painting in their office? How dare they?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Hang on. Games of extended exposure to lounge.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Coffee nut.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
This will negatively affect his score in his appraisal at the end of quarter.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
And this game decides to take the fourth wall and go... Let me... This is the problem, I can't jump, so I can't sit on any of the chairs. This is the problem. This is my biggest gripe with the game. I can't jump and sit in the chairs. Oh. Wrong with me. Right. Go ahead.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room, and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
You can probably enable subtitles. Yeah. Audio, video, audio, closed captioning, full caption, subtitles. Nah. Do we want subtitles, don't we? My view is not, because I read ahead of the line and it ruins the delivery. Pretty much, yeah. It's like a roller coaster to a blind man.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, does that mean I wanted to go down the other route? Loading screen.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Well, in this case, you're not giving me much choice, are you? So I will have to go to left. You keep
No, it's to the right, my mistake.
Rerouting. Rerouting. GPS signal lost. Rerouting. Oh.
No. not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I'm pretty sure the only way they could make the narration any better on this was to have John Cleese do it. I get the heavy suspicion that they based the performance around someone like him. Oh, good lord.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh...
427, that's me down there, right?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.